Oh, it's recording? Dang it, I don't have the rights to that song. Oh shit. Guardians of the Galaxy Volume 2 or Volume 2 or whatever this is. Well, it's directed by James Gunn once again, who directed the first Guardians of the Galaxy movie, and it stars Chris Pratt, Zoe Saldana, Dave Bautista, Bradley Cooper as Rocket. We have Vin Diesel as Baby Groot. Yes, it's still Vin Diesel. We have Michael Rooker. We have Karen Gillan. We have Palm Clementif. My bad. We have Kurt Russell. We have Sylvester Stallone. We have all this great cast in this awesome movie, just like Awesome Mix Volume 2. Bum, 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 ba-dum, ba-dum, bum, bum. I don't know what I was doing there, but in this movie, we follow the adventures of the Guardians set several years after the first movie, and like they say in the first movie, half good, half bad. There's still these arrogant people who just want to do and get money, want to do stuff for themselves, for their own stuff. And in this movie, we focus on Star-Lord's character in particular, learning about his heritage and his parents. As the trailer might say, Kurt Russell is playing Ego, who is his father, and that's not really a spoiler actually, because in the early parts of the movie, there's already revealed that Ego is his father. The movie did what Empire Strikes Back managed to do, which is splitting up the characters to give equal amount of screen time for each individual characters, and that is a smart thing to do, especially when balancing a great team assembled cast like this one. The movie is set in space, of course, the galaxy, and which is why they have more exploration than, let's say, Captain America or Iron Man, because they're restricted to Earth in the MCU, and this one they have wide more exploration. They could do whatever they want, and James Gunn used that to, he just used it really well, because there's so many stuff to explore, multiple planets. There is so many Easter eggs. If you're a comic book fan, you will notice it and freak out like what I did. But yeah, James Gunn did it well in terms of the freedom that the Guardians can do in this movie. The cinematography in this movie, it's beautiful. I've said this in the previous video that MCU's biggest weakness is the color grading and the score. It's not a problem for this movie. Color grading is amazingly, it's so good. It's so contrast, it's so bold, the color. It's much better than the previous MCU movies, because if you see the color, they're quite dull. But in Guardians, they do well. And also score, I feel like Guardians of the Galaxy have one of the best team, and the score is also really great. In addition, the soundtrack, Awesome Mix Volume 2, is really fun, just as good as the first one. I really enjoy it. Had a blast listening to the music in the movie. Since this movie focuses a lot on the characters and their backstory, well, I want to talk about the characters and the actors that performed them. First of all, Chris Pratt. His performance was undoubtedly good. He did well with the character arc. His performance was good. Also, I think that Bradley Cooper, who voiced Rocket, he did very well. He might be underrated because people's like, whoa, he's only voice acting. That's not that hard, right? Well, I'm pretty sure. I don't have experience, but I'm pretty sure voice acting is not that easy. And what Bradley Cooper brings to the table to voice Rocket is perfect for the part, and it brings Rocket to life just like the first movie. So, applause for Bradley Cooper for doing that. Baby Groot. You want to know how Baby Groot was? He was adorable in this movie. He was great. He's hilarious and adorable. Baby Groot, just as much as you want to see Baby Groot like in the trailer. He is awesome. He's the comic relief alongside with Drax. Baby Groot was amazingly cute, and there is so much jokes going around Baby Groot because he's just so cute, and what they do with the character. You might think that they overuse Baby Groot to the point it might be annoying. Surprisingly, no, not really. There might be at times which you're like, oh, stop it with the Baby Groot already, but it's still enjoyable to see. It's so cute. And yes, it is really Vin Diesel voicing Baby Groot. I'm pretty sure they use a voice modulator or something. Just like Baby Groot, Drax was just as hilarious. Drax is like so straightforward, doesn't understand metaphor or whatever. So he takes things very literally. He's like, when you're supposed to keep secrets, he doesn't know how to keep secrets, so he just blurts out everything. And at times like, what's Drax, come on, and then just say it out. So he's a great comic relief. Dave Bautista was really good in this role too. Another Guardian, which is Gamora, which is crucial to the first movie. In this movie, we explore her relationship with Nebula, And those sisters sibling rivalry, I found it very interesting. Without spoiling too much, I think it's great to see those two characters develop and understand more of their backstory. Also, the arc for Nebula was really interesting too, but I can't say the same for Karen Gillan, because I'm a fan of her. I'm a fan of her as an actress. But in this movie, at times she's over the top, she's screaming a lot, and she's grunting like what Vin Diesel do in the Fast and the Furious series. She's like, "You're my sister, I hate you, I wanna kill you." That is a bad impersonation of Nebula, but you get the point. The new Guardians, aside from Nebula, was Mantis, and played by Palm Clementif, and Mantis was really good. Her relationship with Drax was interesting. Another addition to the team, which we already seen in the first movie, but Yondu is now officially part of the team in this movie, and what Michael Rooker brings to the table in his performances was great. The writing for Yondu's character was so good in this movie. He's my favorite character by the end of the movie. What they do to his character, like what they do to Drax and Groot in the first movie, and also Rocket, makes someone you don't really care about and becomes you care much about them. This is what they do to Yondu. Kurt Russell playing Star-Lord's father named Ego, he was good. His character was interesting. Let's see, Stallone is in this movie, you might know that. And I'm not gonna tell who he is because that might be spoilers, but his performance is alright, he did well. Sean Gunn, who is James Gunn's little brother, he played one of the Ravengers, and he also played the Inset Rocket, green screen motion capture for Rocket. And his performance was really good for the Ravenger character. So, all the performance in this movie was great. The story arc was great as well. This movie has one of the most emotional ending to any MCU movies. I think it is probably the most emotional one. Let's see. Winter Soldier, it was quite emotional. Civil War, alright. None of the Iron Man movie, Thor. Yeah, I think this movie is probably the most emotional ending for any MCU movies, so that's a really good thing. But then again, despite the great writing, the great performance, I do have issues with this movie. The humor, like I said, it was good. There was a lot of jokes that I laugh out loud. There's one joke which is so good I cannot stop laughing. But then again, especially in the first part of the movie, it was joke after 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 joke. There's like so many jokes in this movie, probably the most joke in terms of any comic book movies probably. And it could be, I feel like it's over bloated. There's not really a filter, because all the characters, Drax was hilarious, Groot, Rocket, all the characters were hilarious, so there's joke every time, and that sort of not really takes you out of the movie, but at times like, okay, stop, there's too much joke going on in this movie, and at some scenario it fits and it's well done, but at some other time it just doesn't really work. Also, this movie struggles with balancing their characters because they focus mostly on Star-Lord's character, Chris Pratt's character, and developing his relationship with his father. And so, just like what Avengers Age of Ultron and Joss Whedon struggles with, as the roster expands, it's harder to keep tabs on each of the individual characters. And I feel like Guardians of the Galaxy Volume 2 suffers from the same dilemma. There is one character that's more fleshed out, and the other character is not really, so that is one issue that this movie struggles with. This movie was good, I truly enjoyed it. Was it better than the first movie? No, I feel like the first movie, somehow, despite we don't know the characters, they have more charm to it. There is more engaging, the storyline is more engaging in the first movie. The action was good, better in the first movie, and despite this movie being good, this movie is not a bad movie, but the first Guardians of the Galaxy is a better movie than this Guardians of the Galaxy Volume 2. Overall, it's a great, fun, exciting, great entertaining music, great action, great shots, beautiful landscape of the space of the galaxy, so many Easter eggs. And it might not be as good as the first movie, doesn't mean it's a bad movie, which is why I'm giving it an 8.6. In addition, there is 5 post-credit scenes. Yes, I'm not kidding, there's 5. And make sure you bring a comic book nerd friend with you, because you might need their help to find out what the hell is going on in the post-credit scene, because it might be confusing. for some regular viewers, but since I'm a comic book fan, I freak out, especially in post-credit scene number 2 and number 3, because that was just awesome. Guys, if you have seen Guardians of the Galaxy Volume 2, tell me in the comment section below what you thought of it. Do you like it better than the first one, or vice versa? Which character is your favorite? Tell me in the comment section below. Of course, like always, don't forget to give this video a thumbs up and support my channel. Don't forget to subscribe if you want to see more. And until next time, Jow out.